Hello, today I will attempt again to install the oil temp sensor. I had to wait for these plugs or whatever they are called. I was quite sure I need to wait for them. I bought more than I need this time, and it turns out that I had the same idea last time I bought them, and I had them this whole time right there with me. So bravo for me. And the other thing I sort of need to do is to try to stop the leak a bit. I just arrived and you can see it's quite severe now. I think it's a few reasons. One, I think I did a poor job resealing the oil pan. Because I shortened the two cork gaskets, the U ones that go under the crank front and back. So I cut them flush with the oil pan gasket, because normally that's how you do it, but I think in this case you shouldn't. They need to be longer, and you just squeeze them when you bolt on the oil pan. I've tried to find that information in the service book, but it's nothing there about it, so I'll just smear a lot of RTV there and just clean the shit out of it first, and then I will put the RTV there, and I will lie to myself that this will solve the problem, but I already got the next oil pan gasket kit in the cart, and I will order it soon. And the second reason, I think this whole Rotella oil, which is like, it's supposed to be very good for the old engines, blah blah, it's fucking bullshit. It has as many detergents as every modern oil, and just not good for the old piece of crap like this. And because of that, every other seal now leaks. The side covers, oil pump, the front engine cover, it's even worse than before. So I've got 20 liters of this oil, and I'm planning to keep using it till I run out, but next time I'll just buy something dedicated to the old engines and not listen to YouTube gurus, because it's just bullshit. So I will do the RTV magic now, and then we'll see. You can see this side cover oil leak, and the oil pan, and the oil pump, it's worse underside, so you can't really see it. I will maybe try to do something with the exhaust leak also today, maybe. Not sure I've got this in me today. Here you can see the beautiful fuel line, which is less than 2 years old. Never seen any sun, so UV is not really able to crack it, but it's still cracked. And I've got the same fuel lines in my Honda, and they cracked so badly that the fuel is just leaking. on the road. I cannot drive it till I replace them. It doesn't sound that bad, but like every car parts store carry just this crap, so I need to find some better ones online. It actually didn't even look like the core gasket is leaking. I sprayed it with brake clean and waited a few minutes and it was still dry, but I smeared it anyway. I think the issue is more at the top, as I said before. Even the dipstick housing doesn't leak, just glued in on the RTV, so that works okay. So that's the good news. The bad news is the gearbox also leaks like crazy now. Fresh oil is overrated, and I'm not able to put any RTV in there without taking this off, and I cannot take this off without taking out the cross member, so that's not happening today. The oil temp sensor is fitted, and yes, I did reuse the oil filter. Please just don't ask me why, and I won't ask you why you fuck your sister, okay? Looks like the exhaust leak should be quite easy to fix if I was able to reach the loose bolt there. Maybe I will find a way. Yeah, these nuts, they didn't do much, so maybe even putting new ones here will help a lot. We'll see. They say it will be easy. I need to remember to never say that again. Nothing is easy. I actually can't believe it, but it worked, and I broke 0 bolts. So now I will try to use my exhaust fitting kit, which consists of some random stainless bolts and nuts, and I see I bought them too long, so it will be fun to do this. And I see one of them is a stud actually, so I will try to fix the thread a bit, but I wouldn't have much hope that it will do anything, so I will need to replace that in the near future too. And this is the moment when normally I get too excited and I would start resealing this side cover, but I'm not planning to do that. Fuck no. I still need to take the manifolds off. I want to weld this valve shut. There's like a winter valve there, so you can use the exhaust to heat up your carb quicker, and after years it just doesn't work anymore, just creates a rattle and additional exhaust leaks. So I want to weld it shut, and maybe I will use a block heater to heat up the engine in winter. We don't really get much winters here at these days anyway. I wasn't able to fix the thread here. I've used a file and fixed it a bit just to start the nut, and I was able to make it sort of tight. The stud already started to back into the manifold and it was really tight. It didn't feel right, so I just stopped. I think it will still leak like crazy, so the only difference is that one of the bolts won't be rattling anymore because they are all tight for now. I will check them in a couple of days and maybe I will be able to tighten them more a bit, but for sure that's not a permanent fix, and it's hardly a fix. So it looks like I didn't actually fix anything today. Let's admire that someone either replaced the filter housing with the new type or the side block cover with the old type. So the crankcase vent should go in here when you have the new side cover style. It has small oil catch can, and then the rubber line goes here. Or the old filter housing doesn't have this pipe for the breather to go in, so I've got the new filter housing and the old side cover, which I don't like because it's just open at the bottom, and I don't mind the oil dripping, fuck it, but I do mind that all the dust from the road just goes straight into this vent, so I don't like that, and I will try to replace it with something else. But here they don't even plug it with anything, and it was just sucking the unfiltered air into the carb. So good times. Almost forgot to install the most important part, because you know it's really hot now, and when you get out from the hot cab and it's really hot, you need some cold refreshments, and I didn't want to open it, you know, here or here to not scratch the paint, so I needed that. The exhaust is exactly as loud as before, just this leak note is different. It's more rowdy, but you can hear it's not because of the straight pipe, but because of the leak. So yeah, only the loose bolt rattle is gone, and that's the only difference. The oil temp gauge also works, so on the way here it showed maximum 95 degrees Celsius. It's not great, not terrible, without any load, but it's quite hot today. I would be happier if under normal road conditions, without any load, it wouldn't go over 90, but I can live with it. Also, I think it shows bullshit a bit, because it's quite weird. It can cool itself from 80 to 50 like under 1 minute. I'm not sure if that's even possible. So yeah, but it's one more distraction from the road, and I like distractions, so I'm okay with that. Got most important part. It's not going anywhere. Now it's good. Okay, see you in the next one.